the Author, a show about inspiring stories and conversations by creatives and all forms of art, music, movies, visual art, authors, creative writing, poetry, dance, culinary art, among others. Brought to you by the multi-award-winning author, life coach, and poet, Richard Mwebesa.
Okay, Chris, moving on. Looking at the after you finish your studies and the course, then when did you enter the active service as a barrister?
Yeah, active service as a barista, that is when I did my first course of coffee barista. I think that was the first one, because the other one the one I did earlier on, as I said, when I used to be at the hotel, we got some few basics and training, but however I had to advance on the skills. I did it with the UCDA, that was Coffee Development Authority. That was 2013.
Okay.
2013, I did the course for coffee barista. Later on, also did on a quality control course. That was 2015. Yes, 2015. Yes.
Okay. Because I know that you have won a number of awards. I didn't know that the UCDA arranges or organizes barista competitions.
Yes.
So tell us more about the accolades or recognitions you've achieved within the coffee space.
Yeah, in fact, I've achieved a couple of them. So I won the Best Aspiring Barista 2014. Then
those are still awards by the Uganda
Coffee Development Authority. That was the Uganda National Coffee Barista Championship. Championships, yes. 2014. Also won the Best Espresso 2015 and first runner-up 2015, and later on was the finalist in 2017. Yeah, I finished in the that time I finished in the 5th place, because I'd given it a break for some time.
Okay.
Then I had to give it time, so I've been having a long break from since then up to now. I haven't been more in championships, but however, I've been training more of baristas and also scaling many youths.
So you partly took a sabbatical, so to speak, and then you entered into training.
Yes.
Developing talent and mentoring others.
Yes.
Save the competition.
Exactly.
So how does the quality control aspect come into the coffee space?
Quality control. Yeah. Now, after, in fact, that was given to me when I won the Best Aspiring Barista 2015.
Okay.
No, that was, sorry. Let me correct on that. When I won, I was the first runner-up 2015, and winning the Best Espresso. I was invited to do the quality control course by UCD, and of which also I had applied for it earlier. So they did a confirmation for me to enroll for the entire course, and this helped me a lot. And the knowledge I acquired in quality control course is what I've been using almost in the entire coffee career. That is meaning in production of coffee, sourcing coffee, and then also production at the secondary process. That is secondary and the primary level of coffee, and also brewing as a barista and an entrepreneur.
So what does the quality controller do exactly?
Quality controller, I'll talk about it briefly. Quality control is a course designed for baristas, roasters, and green coffee buyers or processors. That's what I can say. Now, quality control, what helps you is you'll have the entire knowledge right away from the garden to the final cup. Yeah, but however, me, I specialize in green coffee grading, roasting, and barista training. That is my expertise. There are other quality controllers who are doing other works like into coffee factories, like for processing, for export, and then that side of logistic stuff like that, and also coffee cupping. Several are doing many cuppings of samples which are going for export, like which are taken for export. Okay. Yeah, for export. Yes. So yeah, so it's a wide course. You need, yeah, it helps you to understand the entire coffee value chain.
Okay. Interesting. Yes. Wow. So I didn't know that coffee is that deep. It has a whole ecosystem.
Yeah, it has.
And of course that should be obvious, as you mentioned. I didn't know that's the second most. You said second most valuable.
Commodity.
Commodity.
Yeah.
Consumed? No, not valuable. Consumed commodity.
Yeah.
After oil.
In
the entire world.
In the entire
so
world.
maybe it's a very big industry.
Yeah, it's
so when you look at the ecosystem of coffee, how do you frame the industry itself? I know there are baristas, there are roasters, there are graders.
Yes.
So how does who are like the professionals? If someone out there would say, I am inspired by Chris's story, I would like to enter like barista space or the coffee space. What are the professions that or opportunities for them to be able to learn and maybe develop a career? As I mentioned earlier, your former boss is that to say, wait a minute, I think for me she's your knight in shining armor, because when she saw you as a young boy, she saw potential in you and said, this guy shouldn't stay on the golf course, but probably if I give a skill to him or encourage him and open his eyes, he can have a career. And look where you are now. You've won a number of awards, influencing other people, training other people, and doing big things. But someone out there wants to know, where is my place? Or where would the place be for me if I entered the barista or the coffee industry? What are the opportunities?
Opportunities you choose, because at times normally when someone is entering the coffee industry, now if you do, for example, if you want to become a coffee roaster or a barista, all the entire different sectors have different advantages. For example, if sometimes when we are now at our academy, when we have new students coming in, at times you see the abilities on how one is executing something, and then you say, okay, maybe if he enrolls into coffee roasting or quality control course, like in doing the entire quality control course, this can help him, because you might find that one has specific gifts, one are good at let's say brewing coffee itself, and then so marketing the product.
Okay, Chris, now we still didn't get the entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
What are the opportunities that are in the coffee chain? Just wrap it up for us, then we can test some coffee.
Yes, it's true. The opportunities are there. I talked about earlier on the farm process, then also the guys, people who are dealing into roasting business. That is still value addition, and then also the baristas. So it depends on someone's interest and passion where he wants to focus a lot, because he can choose either of the section, like where he can focus more in the entire,
like specializing.
Yes, specializing in the entire coffee value chain. So you can choose any of those from the farm process. There's the farm process, the roasting, and also the barista. Yeah. So, however, so if he wants to do, let's say he wants to enroll more into quality control, he's able to cover up the entire coffee value chain. So that helps him if he sets up a coffee business. At least it's easy for him to track the coffee right from the origin into the final cup. Yeah.
One thing I know is that you also were recognized as one of the winners.
Yes.
Top male winners for Vision Group. Top 40 under 40,
yes.
And that award was mainly looking at your influence on the youth.
Yes.
So tell us more about that award and what you do for the youth?
For the youth, we have trained a big number of the youths, not only the youths, even the adults. So however, we have managed to create job opportunities. In fact, most of the baristas we trained since when we started are now working in coffee houses. Others within Uganda, others traveled abroad, others have started up their own businesses. Yeah, so the award helps us because also there is a way we increase on the customer base and also creating more of credibility
yes, in the field there.
In the field.
Your brand.
Yeah.
But by the way, you've not talked about the company name. What's the name of your company and your cafe?
Yes.
This cafe.
This cafe is called Idea Specialty Coffees. So we focus more on sourcing high quality coffee beans and creating blends. Yeah, and also provide a unique cup of coffee to the outside community and to everyone, to every coffee lover. Yeah.
So, because I know this space, this location is in Nguya, right opposite the NSSF flats, new flats.
Yes.
It's a drive-through.
Yes,
so anyone wants the coffee can drive
through and
get your coffee within 3 minutes, pick it, pay, and then they move. So, what do you think has been your main defining moment as a barista or as a judge?
As a judge,
yeah.
As a barista, as a judge. In fact, that's when for a barista, I think that's when we traveled to Kuwait, and it was coping up with the new environment, and then learning new things. Because the language was a bit different, also because the percentage of people don't speak more of the English. They're more into Arabic, and also understanding also, because they used to have different coffee menus. We have the basic one in Uganda, but however, we found that their menus were a bit different. Yes, and also a judge is at times when you're judging maybe some competitors, and you see one really willing to join, and then all of a sudden it's hard to select who's the best, let's say, maybe. Because
I learned that UCDA still calls you for the barista competition.
Yes.
Being a past winner, so you do judging.
Yes.
Judge other baristas.
Baristas, yes.
In competitions.
Yeah, true.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So I know you're a man of faith.
True.
So would you like to tell us about your faith?
Yes, I'm born again, and I gave my life to Christ years back.
Nice.
Yeah, so God has been always is my pillar, and prayers have been always moving on prayer from all the way back. Because without prayer and trusting in the Lord, things that work out, and we don't just go to God to get things, but we need to make Him to be closer to God, and always. So my trust and everything is into God.
Nice.
Yeah.
So are you still in touch with your? I would call her maybe your mentor.
Yes.
It's the lady who discovered Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, the golfer. Then now the barista.
Now
are you still in touch?
Yeah, we're in touch. We talk. Yeah. In fact, he was happy about the progress and new projects coming up. So he was so happy. Yeah.
Talking of projects, what projects have you worked on?
I've been working with different people. I won't mention names, companies, but I do for them coffee shop setups and getting accessories, machineries, getting for them baristas. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to, and so a lot of work setting up coffee menus, stuff like that. Yeah.
If I wanted to become a barista, would I come and join your academy?
Yes, you're most welcome. Anytime. Yeah.
What are your charges?
Charges, we have different charges. We have 3 courses, because we made it pocket friendly to everyone. We have what we call the basic barista. Basically, we introduce you to coffee knowledge, and then coffee barista skills, how to understand the coffee equipment, brewing techniques, farm process. Then we also have that one is at 600,000.
Okay.
Then we have advanced barista course, which is at 900,000. There we take you all the basic points, then take you to another level of juice training, milkshakes, brewing, and also coffee shop management. Then we also have the pro advanced. It's one of the long course. It takes 2 months. 2 months to finish.
So the basic takes how long?
1 month. Then advanced takes 1 month and a half. Then pro advanced takes 2 months. Now that one there is career guidance, coffee shop management, and then juice training, milkshake training, smoothie training. We also take you a bit small introduction to a bit of the quality control in brief. That is a bit of foundation. Goes like the foundation on coffee, roasting, and then also we train you on how to be an entrepreneur. If you can set up a cafe, and are you able to run it, or are you not being a cafe owner only, but also you can do in trading, maybe have business in coffee, in the entire coffee value chain, choosing where you do best.
Okay.
Yes.
You pick your talents, your interests, so
your interests. Yeah.
Able to help them, mentor them, coach them, so they're able to grow. Now, as we're coming to the end of the conversation, I just wanted to know, most people think about coffee. I know that there's Robusta, there's Arabica. Are there any other types of coffee?
We have the two types of coffee, but however, I think some people, there are varieties which are coming up. Because in Uganda we have Arabica and Robusta, but however, for Arabica there are varieties for Arabica and there are varieties for Robusta. Now for Uganda currently we have the variety which is SL14 and 28. Okay. There are others which are still on trial. I have seen Batian variety in Renzori. It's also grown in Kenya. However, for the SL14 stands for Scotland Laboratory. So I'll take you a bit back, the brief history about coffee. Yes. The Dutch were the first people to spread coffee seedlings.
The Dutch,
all over the world. So they created this. They tried the one which was in Ethiopia, because Ethiopia has the first altitude and good soil climate. But there is a variety which they first grew in Ethiopia. It's called Typica. When you search about it online, you come across it. However, Typica I think couldn't grow in different countries. So when the Dutch spreading coffee seedling and coffee cultivation all over the world, they created one for Uganda, and it's the same variety which is also grown in Kenya. So that's why
what they do is they get like a variety that fits the climate,
the soils and pH, everything.
They give seedlings
depending there. That's why you see there is a similarity in the coffee testing of coffee from Kenya and Uganda. Because of the mountain which crossed the other side. Elgon, yes.
Because I know in Uganda most people grow coffee.
Yes.
Because soil has been a cash crop.
Yes.
For Uganda.
And also we have we have also Robusta, and Uganda is the birthplace for Robusta. If you didn't know,
in the entire world.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is true. Check online. And however, there are some authors who wrote books earlier. Others believe that it was discovered in the Belgium Congo, which is now Democratic Republic of Congo. That was years back.
Yes.
Yeah. However, it was the birthplace for Robusta is Uganda.
So it was tested by coffee growers. The seedlings were grafted here. Then they planted it.
Well, it was already there when they were discovering coffee. You know, coffee. If you go the brief history about coffee, it was discovered in Ethiopia. There's a story which goes
for Africa or world over?
The world over.
Really?
Yes. Yes. Check online. There's a discovery. There's a story of dancing goats dancing quite strange. There's a farmer used to call. There's a no.
Chris.
And then there's Sivalina. You do research. It was discovered by Khalid. Khalid used to have goats. I used to graze goats. So one day realized.
Who's Khalid?
Khalid was a gentleman in Ethiopia. That is way back in 1600.
1600s.
Yeah, around 1600.
So it was a goat herder.
Goat herder.
Okay.
It was a goat herder.
Tell me my love story.
So one day I came realizing that his goats were acting quite strange. Yeah, and then coming to realize that they chewed
some coffee
cherries.
Cherries.
Yeah.
Okay.
So however,
how strange were they acting? Were they dancing?
Dancing goats. Dancing goats acting quite strange. Yeah, you see that story, it's there. And then later on,
I'll research.
Khalid took the beans and introduced the beans to the monk. The monks that time, and the monk said disapproved the coffee seedling, saying it's a work of the devil because it didn't work. Now, however, the monks got some beans and threw them in the cherries, threw them in the fire. In fact, that's why they said that those are the first roasted coffee beans in the whole world.
So when he threw them in the fire to burn them.
Yeah. And then later he accepted it. Now, also it happened to Italy.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You finish the story. So when he throws them,
the smell was
nice.
Yeah, smell nice. And then
so the monk said,
yeah,
wait a minute. What is here? What is
happening?
So what did he do? Did he eat them? Did he put them in water? Or?
Yeah, he tried out also. They don't give it more clarity on what happened more, but however the smell inspired. Yeah. And then later on approved it, and also it happens to Italy also. So that time that was in the Rome way back. Oh yeah, because also the Pope didn't like it. However, later on he baptized it and made it an official drink. Yeah, to the monks.
Wow, interesting. So is Arabica different from Robusta in the taste?
Yeah, Robusta is different from Arabica because Arabicas taste more fruity, smooth, and then lighter. In fact, it's one which is consumed worldwide, the most consumed type of coffee. It is consumed like roughly 60 to 70% entire world consume Arabicas, and then roughly 40% they consume Robustas. But however, what I didn't say on Robusta, they also have their variety. There's what they call Kituza Robusta, the KR. The KR as well, the KR 2, 3, up to almost 10. Those are the varieties we have in Uganda. And all the rules which govern Robusta are done here in Uganda by Uganda Coffee Development Authority. Yeah, in fact, Coffee Development, I have to say, they have done a great job also giving a platform to the youths and, emphasizing on the coffee consumption, reaching also on the farmers. Yeah, so that's the entire coffee value chain. It's wide and interesting. Yeah, if you want it, you can. Yeah, you're most welcome. You can.
Because I know you're very passionate about coffee. And, as much as I'm your coach, another thing.
Yeah, true.
You also are my coach in coffee. Yes, I always love coffee because of the aroma, the taste. Yes. I'll learn more. I should come and start the course.
Yeah, you should.
The Barista course, because I love to mix my art, my creativity, the mixing the different blends, the cafe mochas, the lattes, etc. I like mostly that aspect of the brewing, working the machine. So I'm seeing a machine up front here.
Yeah.
So what is this machine?
This is an espresso machine. It's an espresso machine used for brewing. This can brew all coffee beverages, not only coffee, but also it can make teas.
Okay.
Yeah, it could make teas.
I'm told these machines are very expensive.
They are. We also have a coffee grinder. This does the grinding of the coffee beans.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. But it also depends on the budget, because they made it easier for anyone who would love to.
Low budget.
Yeah, low budget. Yeah. So
like someone may say, I want to start a small cafe.
Yeah.
How much capital do you think average would they need?
Average currently, I think would be, let's say 35
million. Ghana shillings. Okay.
Yeah, minimum.
$10 about $10,000.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah, wow. A good one. At least it can take you, and it can work for you very well.
Okay. Now let's talk about the creative side of Chris. I know you do videography as well.
Yeah, true.
Content.
Yeah.
Your videography skills are the ones that are helping you promote ideas, specialty coffee, and all the other things you do, the training academy that you have as well. So tell us more about how does Chris enter into videography, videographics?
Yeah. I think I got the passion when I was in Kuwait for some years. The time Kuwait.
You talked about Kuwait, but wait a minute, before you tell us about videography, I heard you mention about Kuwait. So which year did you go to Kuwait?
I went in 2017.
Okay. Yeah. So how long were you there?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
You went as a barista?
Yeah, as a barista and a coffee roaster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the roasting business, how does it work? You go into roasteries.
Yeah.
Okay, what is roasting?
Roasting
Let's
coffee.
explain to
This
us.
is not roasting coffee. It is a side of what we call. It is the side of value addition, because most people, when they are processing coffee beans, they process them for export. But
let's break it down a bit. So I am a farmer, because I know traditionally people grow. By the way, they say coffee is a big business.
Yes, true.
There's a word that says money delimba. Yeah, there's money in coffee. Those who have coffee farms, currently I'm told a kilogram on the market is about how much?
For
green.
Green depends, because the market has shoot high.
Ranges.
Yeah.
Now, as I speak, we're in October 2024.
2020.
What's the price of a kilo on the market?
From the market, it could be around if you got shillings, it's around 19 to 22,000 to going and above, because it depends also on the grade.
A kilo of green, depending on
the grade, yes.
Fair enough. So what I know,
that is Arabica.
Arabica.
And also Robusta, it shoot high. It's high.
It's around that range as well.
It's closing around 17,000. Yeah, 17.
Okay. So in dollars, that's about how much? That's about $7.
$7, 8.
Yeah. So what I know traditionally, people grow coffee, so they put it in the sun, it dries,
and
then they sell it off. So
they take it to the roaster. That's where the roaster comes in.
The roaster. So what does the roaster do?
Is adding value, because the coffee has been green, so you're adding value.
So they dry it.
They roast it. We have special.
Roasting means what? They take out the atmosphere and then they burn it a bit. They roast it.
We have different machines which are specialized in roasting coffee. They are designed to, in that when you put in the beans, it roast them different temperatures, and then it creates a good roast level. Yeah.
So after roasting is where you go into the grinder. Exactly. And then
consume, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, yes.
Wow. So you're 3 years in Kuwait. What was your skills? What did you learn from there? What was your key takeaway?
I learned a lot. I think what I learned in Kuwait, Arabs are business-oriented people. They are into business, and at least you tap on some things. I learned one was quality number one, always. Quality. Yeah, quality number one, always. And also customer care, good customer care. And then I learned a lot of stuff, managing, then also inventory and sales reports. Yeah, because they are too good in that.
The economics.
Yeah,
the
coffee business. How can you increase lots of stuff? Yeah. In fact, that's where I picked also the interest of going to graphics, videography. Yeah.
Yes. Carry on.
Yeah. I think
graphics, videography.
Most of their cafes. Those good are too good. Most of the cafes in Kuwait used to be good into branding and marketing. Yeah. So they used to have days for adverts. They say within a week they can shoot like 3 to 4 times a week. Put in their content on different platforms. Yeah. However, when I came to Uganda, things were a bit different, as you know. So I said, okay, let me go and do a course. I did a short course, so which helped me to advertise and stuff like that.
Awesome. As we're wrapping up, if someone out there says, Chris, I want to join the Barista business, but before I join the Barista business, I need to acquire the skills. Yes. What would be your last words for them to say, this is it?
This is it. You can check us on Instagram. It is Embargo Coffee Barista Academy, and also Instagram. We have Facebook. We have TikTok. X. We're on X, and also we have our website. You can check on our website. Also, you can reach me on 0706 50 56 82. So we train baristas, all generations, from the youths to the older people, like all of them. We teach all generations. So you are most welcome.
Yeah.
Please come and enroll. We are located Mutungo Kunya, after Mbuya 2 complex. Yeah, that's where the academy is located. If you want to enroll for coffee, barista skills, and also for coffee quality control course.
Lastly, as I wrap up, thank you, Chris. It's been a pleasure speaking to us.
Thank you so much.
5 lessons, ask the author. I always wrap up. 5 key lessons I've learned from this conversation.
Yeah.
Today's lesson number 1, that coffee is the second most consumed commodity today in the entire world. Lesson number 2 is that barista business is an art and you can make a career from it. Lesson number 3, that every human being needs to have someone hold their hand. I'll say this, it is Isaac Newton who said that if at all I've seen first because I've stood on the shoulders of giants. So that lady, remind me her name?
Sandra Koloma Waneknik.
Sandra Koloma Waneknik.
Yeah,
she's the one who picked you from the golf course, picked Chris from the golf course and told him, I mean, you can't earn a living from playing golf only, but you must take a career. So you must stand on the shoulders of someone. So she picked you, and now look, wait a minute, you're inspiring many youth, you're impacting community training, getting people jobs in Uganda and out of Uganda, abroad, and you're doing a lot. So lesson number 4 is if you have a dream, go for it. Do not apologize. Bring your passions into the dream and fight for your dream. Ultimately, the dream will take you places. And lesson number 5, last but not least, about coffee. Yes, that, hey, wait a minute, Gots discovered coffee. Chris. Chris onina.
Nalya sekulina ina. Nonya kastora koja kalaba.
Ngenda kusearching.
Embuzisa kale dizali emwana.
Okay. That was on a light note, we're joking. The goats, goats ate coffee and they were dancing. So Khaled, Mr. Khaled in Ethiopia. And this was surprised. He saw goats dancing after eating the cherries, and then he went to the monks, and then the monks told him that this coffee is evil. They threw it in the fire, and that's why the first roasted coffee came.
No, that theory.
Chris,
Ladies
and gentlemen, ask the author. This is a place where we talk to creatives, where we inspire people. It's been a good day with Ask the Author. Chris has given me some nice coffee. I've enjoyed his coffee. Please pass by his shop.
Yes, please.
Then Chris, chitufu.
Embuzi zenini zali emwanyi kama wazo nategeera.
I'm going to research and I'll call you. So people, thanks for being with us all this time. I appreciate you. We'll be bringing you many creatives, inspiring people with inspiring stories. Who are doing impactful things for society and changing and transforming the lives of very many people. I know there's a lot about Chris I've not shared, but God willing, hopefully we shall come back and then we go into the detail. Maybe I'll get a segment. One time he will take us to the roastery, then he takes us through the whole process how these guys do the roasting, when the beans come, when they go out, entire value chain. Chris is a very enterprising guy.
In fact,
person.
Yes, and in fact, if you want someone to supply you good quality coffee beans, please reach me up. And also if you want someone to set for you a good coffee shop on standard, please reach me out. I can do that for you.
Wow. Ask the author.
Thank you.
Impacting places, stories for creatives. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, sir.
Chris, up to now.
Embuzi nonya koja chirawa.
Chris.
True.
We'll see.
All right.
Till next time, people. We
See
sign
you.
out. Richard Mwebesa. Ask the author. Please tune in, subscribe, like, share our content so that it will help many people. Bye. Until next time.